Hey, what's up, Instagram? Haven't done a live in so long. Bear with me while I type in the about yourself topic. I think I need glasses, guys. Hey, Miss Butterscotch. Okay, how do I ping this post? There. Okay. God, I hope it's not too noisy. I'm in my car waiting for my kids to get out of school, so I figured I'd just hop on. Let me do this closer because I don't know if you could hear me. Let me know, Miss Butterscotch. Can you hear me okay? Is it too noisy out here? I'm gonna have to roll up the windows. Am I good? Okay, why is it so hot? Hey, I'm good. How are you? I'm sweating. I'm gonna make this quick because I'm sure I'm gonna have the flu with this weather change. But anyway, I just wanted to hop on here real quick while I wait for the kids to come out of school. Okay, good, thanks. This has been on my mind for a minute. Hey, Lisette. Oh, thank you, sweetie. I just got them retwisted, so like it feels a little tight, but thank you. This has been on my mind for a minute. Because sometimes I feel like people find it hard to understand the correlation between your home and your state of mental health. And I'm like a big advocate on making people realize that connection, because the connection is strong. And I'll give myself as an example. Like, I know that my anxiety is through the roof when my house is a fucking mess. Like, for example, over the summer, I went full-time in my business back in March, and it was a huge adjustment for me. Huge. And then, of course, when the kids got out for the summer, they were with me. They weren't in camp. So not only was I trying to juggle the new business, but also trying to keep them busy while I work on my business. So it was like, hey, Sharon. Guys, Sharon was my old boss from like 15 years ago. Oh my God, how you doing, girl? I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, oh my Lord, I'm getting old. Yeah, they were home for the summer, and so I was trying to keep them busy, trying to run the business. And let's just put it this way, that I was a fucking mess. The house was a mess. My anxiety was through the roof because it was a new adjustment for me. And I knew, like, of course I try to hide it and I try to be like I'm all right. But then, like, for instance, I have a bad habit of not putting the clean clothes away when my husband washes, when he does laundry. And he gets at me every time. And I know that things are kind of going south the longer that I procrastinate on putting the clothes away. And for example, this summer, it took me 2 months to put the clothes away. Might have been going on 3. That's crazy, right? When it usually takes me about 2 weeks, because I get so busy. So that's my way of knowing that my anxiety is through the roof and that things are not going well. So that kind of brings me back to what I'm trying to explain is, when your home is a mess, it's a direct reflection of how you are, your current state of mind, and how you're feeling at the moment, and the reflection you have of yourself at the moment. Because if you were in a good state of mind, your house wouldn't be looking like a mess, because you would want all of that shine and goldness and positivity and good vibes to be sprinkled throughout your home as well. You're not going to be in a good state of mind and then come home to a cluttered house, or to a house that doesn't reflect who you are, a house that's outdated. Or even, for instance, like, take me. Like, if you're someone who's just has gone or going through like a spiritual journey, or you're going through a growth spurt in your personal development or whatever that is, and your home is still reflecting how you were 2, 3, 4 years ago, no wonder you're fucking miserable. Of course you're gonna be miserable because you're on a different level now. So your home is not gonna match where you are. Your vibration is higher and your home is still down here. So it's like, of course you're gonna be miserable. Of course you're not gonna want to spend time in your space. Of course it's not gonna feel comfortable to you. Of course it's just gonna make you feel like shit. It's obvious. So that's another thing to keep in mind. When you start growing as a person and you start growing for the better, and you start girl, my life too. You don't even want to. Sharon, tell them. You don't even want to know. It reflects your current state of being. And you know, one of the things that I hear from people all the time say is, I don't have time to decorate. I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't have time. I don't have money. Those are excuses. It's excuses because let me tell you, you have time for whatever you think. Hey, girl. You have time for whatever you think is important. Because take, for instance, for me, putting away the laundry is not fucking important to me because I have other things that are more important. I do it, you know, it eventually gets done because it has to get done, but it's not number one on my priority list. It isn't. You know, I'm good. And I tell my husband this all the time. It's not number one on my priority list. So, unfortunately, it's not going to get done right away. I mean, it'll eventually get done. But we're the ones who, hey girl, we're the ones who deem what is important and what we're going to make time for. Like I was telling somebody the other day, like if somebody gave you Beyonce tickets, floor seats, and be like, oh, you got to go, it's for tomorrow's concert, you're going to be like, I don't have time? You're going to make that shit happen. You're going to do whatever you need to do to get a babysitter, to buy a new outfit, to get a ride out there, to do whatever the hell you need to do to make it to that concert because it's important to you, right? So the same thing should hold face for your home. If it's important to you and if it's a priority to you, you're going to make it happen. The same thing with the whole thing, I can't afford it. You know, we decide what the hell we can afford. You know, how many bags and shoes do we have in our closet that we bought because we said we needed it? When you know damn well you already got like 3 fucking pair of black boots. You didn't need another black pair of boots. You know, maybe they were on sale, maybe they were name brand, I don't know, whatever the hell the reason was. You bought it because you felt you needed it, right? You wanted it. You didn't need it, but you talked yourself into thinking you needed it, so you bought it. You might have not paid your cell phone bill or paid this bill or paid that bill to get those shoes, but you made it happen because you thought it was important. Because you knew that by getting those pair of shoes, it was going to make you feel better, right? It was going to make you feel better about yourself. Maybe you were having a shitty day, whatever the hell may be. You made it happen because you thought it was important. And going back to the whole thing of I can't afford it, that's another thing that I don't believe, because I stay sharing with you guys cheap ways on how to decorate your home. Like, I mean, you've seen, if you've been following me for a minute, you've seen the trips I take for a lot less and the do-it-yourself projects that I can make out of, God knows, a salt pepper shaker or a fruit bowl or whatever. You get creative. You know, you're willing to get creative. You're willing to save money. You know, if you really want to make it happen, you could start saving money every paycheck towards your home. You know, $20 goes a long way every week, you know, and you'll start doing or taking the steps that you need to take in order to start transforming your space. Because, like I said, it's a direct connection to your mental state of how you see yourself. How you see yourself, or what is going on in your home, is a direct reflection of what's going on inside of you, whether you want to admit to that or not, you know. And it could be, I mean, it could be as crazy as, you know, some people have beautiful houses, you know, and they're shitty inside, you know, and that could be a reflection of maybe their finances are shit. You know, their house looks nice, but they can't balance a budget. They can't balance their checkbook. Their bills are not getting paid on time. They're being irresponsible in other areas of their life. It trickles over to other things. So you have to really start paying attention to what your home is telling you. You know, is it cluttered? Does that mean that you're frazzled? You know, all right, sweetie. Sorry, my son just texted me. Sharon, can you believe that Elijah's going to be 13? Crazy, I know. Anyway, if your house is cluttered, most likely you're a mess. Most likely you're stressed. Most likely you're overwhelmed. Most likely you have too much on your plate. Most likely you're running around like a chicken without a head. And you just don't have time to tidy up. Or you don't want to make the time to tidy up because you got a lot going on. You know, maybe, husband is texting me. Jesus Christ. Ignore. Maybe, Jesus, I just lost my train of thought. Like maybe you're depressed and you're sad as fuck, you know, and your house reflects that. Like your house is dirty. I mean, let's keep it real. Your house is dirty. Your house is not well maintained. You're not making your bed in the morning. It just looks like a hot mess. So these are like questions that you need to start asking yourself. Like, what does my home say about me? You know, and be real with yourself. You know, be real with yourself and and just be honest and be willing to accept the fact of your inner self, of how you're portraying yourself to the world. Because like I said, we can try and hide who we really are, but you know who you are, you know what you're going through, and your home is going to reflect that. And even like I said before, if you're transcending into a new level in your life where, damn, these kids are noisy, where you're, you know, doing a lot of healing, or you're doing a lot of personal growth and things like that, but your home is no longer matching that. Your home is, you know, reflecting who you were 1, 2, 3 years ago. What are you doing to update that so that it all is on the same level? You know, because if you're vibrating at a higher level and your home is still stuck in 3 years ago, you know, you need to be able to adjust that so that you could be happy in your space. And stop making excuses. Stop saying that you don't have time. Stop saying that you don't have money, because you do. You make time for what you want to make time for, and you find a way to spend money on what you feel is important. It's point blank. I mean, it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. We decide what's important for us. We're the ones who make those decisions on how we spend our money and how we spend our time. You know, because like I know myself, like there's certain things I'm just not gonna make time for, and then there's certain things that are really important to me, and I know I'm gonna drop whatever the hell I'm doing to get it done. Like for instance, when it has to do with something for the kids, you know, it takes priority over everything. I gotta drop what I'm doing and go ahead and deal with them. When it deals with my own self-care, I have to drop what I'm doing. And there's times that, you know, I have a deadline, but you know, I know that I'm tapped out, and I know that I'm exhausted, and I know that I'm cranky, and I know that I'm bitchy, and I know that I feel like I'm gonna snuff the next person that looks at me. So I know my ass needs to go take a nap because I know I need to recharge. So, like, we decide what's priority. We decide what's best for us. We know what's best for us, but sometimes we just don't want to do what we know we should be doing. And then that's also a question to ask yourself. Why are we thinking that way? Why are we not putting ourselves first? You know, and your home should always be a priority, because it's where you come to at night, where you lay your head, where you spend your time at, where you relax. You know, and even if you share your apartment with other people, you still have a space to yourself, whether that's a bed, whether that's a corner, whether that's a wall. That's your space, you know. God, it's hot. That's your space to yourself, for you to decide how you want that space to look and the energy that you want that space to have. And it doesn't take a lot of money, guys. It doesn't. You can make wonders from the discount store. You can make wonders from the 99-cent store. Of course, you want to have quality pieces in your home, like your bed. You don't want to buy your bed at Bob's, because this shit is not going to last. It just isn't. It's good for a temporary thing, you know. And I'm not knocking anybody who has furniture from Bob's, because if that's what you can afford, then that's what you can afford. But just realize that that stuff is just not going to last. So if you could put aside more money and get something that's of higher quality, then absolutely do that. Because if you have the money, why not? You know, you wouldn't walk around with some cheap pair of sneakers now, would you? Not to say that you need Jordans, because I think that's a waste of money, to be quite honest. but you should be treating yourself in a way that you feel is deserving to you. Yeah, so that's all I really wanted to say. I don't know if you guys have questions on anything that I was talking about, if it resonates with you guys. I see some people on here. I don't know if you have questions, or maybe you're in a spot where you can't type or whatever. But yeah, I hope that what I was saying made sense. This is actually something that that I started writing about for the blog. If you're not on my list, and you want to get free decorating tips or just insights on what I feel about different things when it comes to home decor, just self-care period, mental health, because it's something that I struggle with. If you've been following me for a while, you know this. It's not brand new. All you have to do is click on the bio to sign up for the list, and it's totally free. Yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna stay here for a few seconds because my ride is over. See if anybody has any decorating questions or any questions whatsoever. I'll hop on here and stay for a few more seconds to see if anybody has questions. Oh, and I did want to say thank you to all the new followers that I've been getting. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best, and I know that a lot of you guys have come from Ada. He's a sweetheart. I love Ada. So welcome. Welcome to All Things Decorating. No, I'll leave that to Ada. All Things Ada. Yeah, so anybody, I see some people just joined, so if, I guess you can catch the replay. I'll save this if you have questions, or if you want to. Oh, I got one. Do you think it's wrong when your child moves out? She's 25, I want to take her baby pictures off that happen over the couch. No, I don't think it's wrong. That's what picture albums are for. Photo albums are for. No, I don't think it's wrong. I think, girl, please, like, I'm not saying take all the pictures down, but, you know, you have to, your space has to reflect the state of mind that you're in now. You know, if you're dealing right now with
the top 3 levels of the building,
an empty nest, you know, that space has to reflect who you are right now at this point. You know, it doesn't mean that you can't have her picture around. I just wouldn't say make a goddamn gallery wall out of it. Like, make a gallery wall of pictures of yourself, of places you've been or places you want to go. You know, make the space about you now. This is a new chapter in your life where it's all about you. You know, you've raised the kids. We're going to be mothers for the rest of our lives, but, you know, there comes a time once the kids move out, which is hard, I'm sure, because this is going to happen to me. My oldest is going to be 23. So I know this is coming soon for me. And, of course, we don't want to let them go, but it's part of life. And, yeah, I mean, they move on. It's time for you to move on and also start living for yourself and having your home reflect the current stage that you're in now. And if she's already left, you know, then start making yourself a priority and start making your home reflect who you are. You need to revamp your life. That's what it is, a shrine. I only have one child. No, girl. No. That's what you have your phone for. Download those pictures to your phone or put them in a photo album, or just have one picture of her, you know, or maybe, like, you know, scatter them around the house, maybe just a couple. But yeah, those times are over. Once your kids are grown, I feel, you know, yeah, have a few pictures around, but it's not going to be like when they were living with you. Like, my kids, you know, some of mine are small, and of course I have pictures everywhere, but I'm sure when they move out, my home is gonna look different, because I'm gonna be in a new state of mind. I'm gonna be in a new chapter in my life, and my home is gonna reflect that new chapter in my life. So, Miss Butterscotch, don't feel bad. A shrine, that is funny. That is hilarious. Any more questions? Alright, I don't see anything else. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna head in and pick up the kids. If you have any questions, I guess DM me, or you know how to reach me. All right. Hey, Solo Goddess. I'm gonna save this so you could catch the replay. But yeah, take care, guys, and have a blessed day. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. I can't wait to go home and relax. I've had a long day. I had to go get the goddamn cat neutered. I've been up since 2 in the morning. That's another story. Anyway, take care, guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye.